hook I'm going to be using, this one here from Ahrex, it's called a light stinger. The thread I'm going to be using is the Uni Thread 801 black, start at the eye. I'm just going to wind the thread down until I'm in line with the point of the hook. All the way down. Now I have waxed the thread so there's plenty of grip, and then remove the waste. Now the tail is going to be made up of 1 Grizzle and 2 black. Now these are the hackles I'm using. Basically these are from a Met's neck, salmon streamer, ideal for this type of fly. Now there's a single Grizzle in the middle, tie this on, just come round 2 or 3 turns, just get it flat, and then I've got 2 black. Now I'm just going to lay one either side, just to catch it on the top. Using the hackle to hold it, you can see it sits quite easy. These could be slightly longer if you want, but it doesn't to blend in. Again, so line up, quite easy. 2 or 3 turns, tighten up with 2 or 3 more, just check. That's fine. That's fine, and then we can trim away the base, but trim at the full length of the body, which is there. Make sure it's secure, nice and tight. Wax on your thread. Back down. I'm using a bit of mirror flash. A single strand either side. Now the mirror flash is this one here. This is a blue version. You get a pearl, you could use whatever colour to suit. You get the black version as well, which probably suit the fly too. Then I'm going to tie in a length, and it's quite long. You pull it out. It's a few centimetres long, so you could easily do both sides. So I usually catch in my side, come up 3 or 4 turns, pull down the other side. Quite simply trim it the length of the tail. Now for the body, I'm going to be using this one here. It's a medium Synergy Straggle. This is called Golden UV Black. And 2/3 of the body is black. And 1/3 is this one here, is the Polar Shimmer Chenille, silvery white. It's just it's got longer fibre. So basically, I've got length sitting here. Tie this in, so take away some of the fibre so you can tie it in by the core. Makes it much easier to do that. So I'm just going to tie it in nice and tight, 2/3 of the way up, which is there. And then I'm going to wind it, stroking back the fibres, nice and tight. Keep going till you're happy. Just gives the fly a bit of body. When you're happy with it, just come up. Now I usually like to bring the thread up beside the chenille in this case, pull it down, so it opens the fibres, takes the fibres away, and so that you can get the thread into the core, tie it in without too much bulk. Nice and tight, make sure there's a few turns there, trim away. Just make sure there's wax on your thread, tie it in nice and tight. Anything going forward, just pull it back and then a few thread turns in there to hold it back out of the way. There we are. Now what you can do as well is you can just brush it out with some Velcro. Just watch your thread though. Catch the thread with the Velcro, it could split the thread or break it. There we are. And now we'll go to our Polar Shimmer Chenille. So you can see it's a good length. Pull it back so you can reveal the core. Just make sure there's wax on the thread. And then make sure it's tied in, nice and tight. There's a good vase of thread down there. It's worth going back up, making sure that it's nice and tidy. Chenilles are not the easiest things sometimes to tie in because like this type are quite bulky. Much like we did with the first chenille, you draw it back, fibres and wind. Will swim well with the fly. Yeah, into there. Again, I'm just going to open out. Just draw back the fibre so I can get right into the core with the thread. Make sure it's tied in. Take your time. Don't probably wrestle with the fibre a wee bit. There we are. Trim away. Again, tidy this up. Don't worry about the head size of these flies. They're representing a small fish. And the head is pronounced, so what I like to do is helps get the old hair dryer out. You can blow it back, see how it's actually sitting. You see the shape. You can get an idea how your fly is going to swim. It's perfect. Now we've got a white hackle, just a white hen. You tie it in by the tip. 2 or 3 turns. Stroke back. Pull back the tip of the feather. Snap your fingers back and then it's there. You can trim that away. Now put some hackle in. Just finishes the fly off. Tidies things up. Gives a bit more movement up at the head as well. A mix of synthetic and natural always works. You're happy. Number of turns depends on the feather you're using. Some are heavier, thicker, some are lighter, so you need more turns. Obviously tie the fly to yourself. Again, that 90-degree bend into the stem allows you to get this thread right in. And then we can just take our time. Make sure everything's neat. Get a nice decent head. There you go. And a bit of wax on my thread, jungle cop. Now you could use an adhesive Y or jungle cop, whatever you have. Two eyes. Tie these in. Lengths is, like a. When you put these on, make sure you can see them. So 2 eyes into the feathers, the length you like. 3 turns. Put them on individually, you can tie them in together like I'm doing. That's fine, I'm happy with that. It's carrying on down to the eye. Pull back the waist ends and build the thread up from the front. Nice and tidy. So make sure they don't pull out. I've got to break off. What then I'm going to do, keep the thread tight, I can break away the waist. A neater cut if you can do that. And whip finish. Always thinking of the shape of the head at the same time. And there we go. And that's Robbies Terra. And what I like to do, you could use a resin, varnish, whatever you like to do. In this case I'm using some super glue. So it's really fast and hard. And as long as it's fresh, not been lying for weeks. It'll set nice and hard and shiny, but you've still got to varnish over it or use a resin. It's up to you, you can use either. I like to, once that sets, in 5 minutes or so, couple of coats of varnish and it's as bright as a button. So there you are, that's Robbies Terra. The other fly and the patterns at Billy Scott's tying. This is Shannon's Terra. It's like the same set of patterns, same different colour, but work extremely well. These are proven Seatrout flies. at fishing the Ithan, and certainly worth trying. So anyway, you can see it a bit better. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you enjoy the videos, please subscribe, it does help, and it is free. So thank you for watching.